I'm not lying to you. I've been trying, but you done play me like a fool.
Niggas had moves, so you know what I mean. Like, I'm you know, couldn't really record. Same shit, same thing, different day. You know what I mean? And these are just like all of this stuff that I'm coming to y'all is shower thoughts. So the reason why I haven't posted is because I haven't got any shower thoughts. You know what I mean? Those are the only time I really post. I told y'all I only come on here to talk about stuff when I really want to talk about it. It's the shower thought. I'll give y'all an example real quick where I wanted to talk about this. So I recently was around some people near this job site, right? I was in line, right? And I was talking to some of the people that's in the line, right? And I've seen these people multiple times, you know what I mean? And like slowly, I started talking to these people, right? Now, mind you, I never had an actual job ever in my life. And I'm not saying that to like sound cool or something. I'm just saying like you know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all the little details. I never actually had a job, like an actual job where I had to like clock in and shit. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to these people, right? And this guy, he's like 40 years old. He's talking about like all of this shit, all of this blah, 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 about bullshit. And I slowly started to realize, right? There was a head guy there, right? At this place I was at. And I started to notice that everybody there was so scared to say anything. They were so scared to like, you know, just do anything that will get the higher up mad. Does that make sense? And I like, and I'm an observant person, so I can like, I noticed that type of shit. You know what I mean? So I noticed that like these niggas was so scared to be confrontational with another man that's higher than them. Now, I've already seen this shit. No, I actually haven't seen this shit, but I've heard about this shit. And it's so crazy to see it firsthand, though. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to see it in front of you. Damn, cab, like, nigga just is right here, just stop right here. What's wrong with him? I want to have to come out and, but, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is going on in the world? So you mean to tell me that there are grown-ass men on fucking planet Earth that is scared to be confrontational with another man, and they won't say anything or they won't do anything because somebody's higher up than them, like a manager or something? And I started to think in my mind, I'm like, so this is not the life that that life is not for me. I would rather die than be that type of dude. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm not gonna say anything because if I say something, I'm gonna get fired. Or if I say this, I'm gonna get punished. Or see, I'm not that type of dude. I'm willing to die. I'm willing to die for that type of stuff. You ever heard of the term? What's that shit? I remember I heard that shit on like Disney Channel or something. It was like, give me freedom or give me death. Now, that shit sound corny, right? But it's true. Give me freedom or give me death. If I can't be who I want to be, and I'm talking about for all of you niggas, you know what I mean? If you can't be who you want to be, if you can't say this because this person is going to get mad and you're going to get punished, then you got to try to change something. Now, I noticed that it doesn't bother a lot of people, but to me, like, it bothers me because you got to think about it. It's another man that he has control over you, right? And everybody has this because everybody has a job. Now, this is the sick part about it. You're literally being controlled everywhere. Literally. And I know I'm not going to go into like, oh, you're getting controlled because the stop sign says stop and you have to stop because the stop sign said that and you got to listen to the, I'm not on that shit. I'm talking about like literally you have to, you're literally being controlled. You got to think about it. You got to wake up at a certain time. You have to go to sleep at a certain time. And some jobs you can't post certain shit on Instagram or something like that because you'll get fired. Am I lying? Right. You're getting literally controlled on a day-to-day basis. Think about it. Really think, like, I know a lot of niggas, I noticed this, bro. A lot of niggas don't think. A lot of niggas don't use their brain. Niggas just show up to wherever they at. Niggas just show up to work, don't ask no fucking questions, just stand there like, I'm just here to work. Fucking, it could be $100 off the paycheck. Niggas just gonna sit there like, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to get him mad. Like, what the fuck? And niggas think that this shit not true, but low-key, I low-key seen this shit in front of me. And that shit kind of made me mad because it's like, you're a grown-ass man and you're scared to say something to another man. Like, that's what you on? But at the same time, I gotta think about it in their perspective. But at the same time, it's like, damn, bro, it's tough. Because it's like, okay, you got some niggas in the job, right? At work or whatever you at, right? That got kids, that got bills to pay, got a mortgage to pay, got rent to pay, shit like that. And that's the sucky part. They can't say nothing. They have to sit there and tolerate it because they have bills to pay. Doesn't that suck? Do you like that? Do you like being controlled? I don't. Me personally, like, you can ask me 10 years from now, I'm gonna say no. And you know what a dumb motherfucker is gonna say? I hate using that word, motherfucker. I don't know why I said that. You know what a dumbass nigga is gonna say? Well, that's just how life is, bro. Or you know what a nigga gonna say? Stop complaining. The fuck is wrong with you? You fucking crazy, huh? You don't use your brain. You don't use this skull of yours, huh? Or maybe you are using it, but you're just using it to the full capacity that it can basically run off of. You know what I mean? And you know that's okay, because that's not your fault. You couldn't control it. You know what I mean? But your IQ is just super low that you don't even realize that you're being controlled. See, me, I know this shit that a lot of people don't notice. So I notice, I'm like, wait a minute. People are waking up at a certain time. People are going to sleep at a certain time. People are eating at a certain time, taking a shower at a certain time. They can't talk or whatever like that. They have to act in a different mannerism. Like, they have to act in a different way. Like, you fucking go to a job, oh, hey, how's it going? Like, you do not talk like that, bro. But you just have to talk like that because you're in the Toyota uniform and you have to act like that. You got to think about it. You're literally being controlled throughout your whole life. And the only way to not be controlled is doing something that doesn't require you being controlled. Starting a business. Even niggas in the sports, they're being controlled. Like, that's the sucky part. Now, I know. But they're making millions of dollars, bro. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong. I'm not saying, oh, because you're an NBA, I'm not one of them niggas, bro. I'm not one of them. I'm not like them, like one of them, like, spiritual niggas. Like, I'm not one of that. I'm not that type of dude. But it's low-key true, though, if you think about it. They are kind of being controlled in a way, too. Because, like, if they don't... Listen, anytime somebody can tell you something and you can't say nothing back because you have to listen, you're being controlled. Period, point blank. I don't care what nobody says. If you're being controlled, if somebody tells you something and you have to do it, you're literally being controlled. Am I lying? And what's the sucky part is, a lot of you niggas, and I'm not trying to like make people feel bad or nothing, but a lot of people, they're being controlled even more. They go home, they gotta listen to this person because of this and that. They gotta do this, they gotta do that, they gotta do this. So you gotta think about it throughout the whole entire timeline throughout the day. You gotta think about it. Really use, bro. Niggas don't be thinking. That's the thing. And even if you tell niggas to think, it's like they can't do it because their IQ is super low. You're literally being controlled throughout the whole entire day. From when you wake up. Why did you wake up at that certain time? Because you have to go to work? Okay. Then you have to drive there at a certain time, be there at a certain time. You're being controlled. Then you have, when you clock in, you have to listen to somebody. You're being controlled. Then you have to act a certain way. Then you can't eat or anything like that until you get a lunch break. And then you have to leave, go home. Then you have to go to sleep at a certain time. Then you have to listen to the people that you probably live with. You gotta be quiet. You can't talk. Can't say a certain thing. Is that the life? And I know it's so crazy because that's the life that a lot of you niggas live. But then again, I don't really see nobody complain about it. I don't see nobody talk about it. But it's like, am I complaining, or am I just more observant than a lot of you niggas? And that's not me trying to, like, you know, sound cool or nothing. It's just true. Have you noticed that? Try to escape that place that you in right now, where you, like, you know, just have to listen to people. You're a grown ass man. You want to listen to other people? Think about it. Don't you just want to do what you want to do? You want to say what you want to say? You don't want to be around people and like, oh, this fuck nigga talking too much, or this guy, or he did this, I don't like that, and then, you know, this or that, and then you get punishment off of that, what you did. You don't, or do you want to just be your own man? You can do whatever you want to do. You can go to sleep whenever you want to go to sleep. You don't have to listen to nobody. You can do whatever you want. Don't you want to be that man? Now, obviously, I know there's going to be a dumbass nigga talking about, well, you still going to be controlled because of the government. Stupid ass niggas. Like, I swear, you have people like that in the world. Oh my God. I don't know. I hit that shit on the nail. There's literally somebody that would say some shit like that. There's literally somebody that would say, you're getting drilled by the government. You're gonna get controlled regardless. I'm sorry. It's just how the world is. You have a social security. They gave you a fucking number. They gave you a social security number. They gave everybody a number. They gave everybody a name. Everybody a date of birth. Everybody have everybody's information. You're gonna get controlled regardless. But like I said in the beginning, you can minimize it. See what I'm saying? But hey, that's just how I look at life. Another thing too. This was another thought, another shower thought too. And I was thinking about this. Hold on, let me open the sunroof, because it's getting that type of crazy. I haven't opened this sunroof in a minute. Dust and shit coming from up here. But another thing too that I wanted to talk about. Now this is gonna get a little off topic. I know I was just talking motivational, but this is part of being motivational too. If you're a dude watching this right now, which I know like 90% of you are dudes watching this, bro, niggas is nosy as fuck over here. If you're a dude watching this, especially if you're a young dude, like you like around my age, like you in your early 20s, I'm actually damn near almost 30. Niggas didn't even know that really. But I'm gonna just, I don't wanna, you know, get my age out there and shit, but niggas damn near almost 30. I know niggas don't look 30. I know I'm damn near almost 30. I'm not joking either. Like, niggas gonna put an ID out, but I gotta cover my address. You know what I mean? But niggas is damn near almost 30. So well, you know what I mean? So you kind of get the gist. But if you in the early 20s or whatever, you should be beating the fuck out of your meat. Now, wait, hold on, wait, listen. No homo too, pause. I don't know why I said that like super like passionately. But you should be doing that shit. Now let me give you a prime, a good reason. When you in your early stages in life, 20, 21, 22, 23, There's a lot of testosterone getting built up. This is what they call the primary reproduction stage. The peak reproduction stage where, you know, like I said in my last videos, you're designed to basically survive and reproduce. So you're basically designed to get money and fuck bitches. So I noticed that, and this is me personally, if I don't beat my meat at least like every day, at least every day, or at least like twice a day, I start getting sidetracked. So like, let's say if I was just fully grinding, right? I was doing this, I was doing that, I was going to the gym, I was going here, I was going there, I was getting shit done throughout the day, right? Cause that's the type of nigga I am. I don't like staying in the house. I don't know about you niggas, but I like to move around. I don't like to just stay in the crib. You know what I mean? I like to get moving. I don't like just to sit at home and fucking watch TV. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to be one of them little motivational niggas. That's just how I am. But look, I started to realize that in order to get to where you have to go to in life, right? In order to succeed in life, right? You gotta make, and it's gonna be super cliche, but you gotta make sacrifices. Now, let me give y'all a prime example, right? There was a guy I was talking to who he was the owner of a business, right? And he was around, like, I don't even know how old that nigga was, but he was like a little, he wasn't old, but he was like in the middle ages, right? And I talked to him, and I noticed that, like, this nigga, right, and he had money, right? He had money. He's the owner of a multi-million-dollar business. He had money. And I noticed, like, damn, this nigga, I know he don't get no bitches. And he was a good-looking dude, but I could tell, like, he wasn't worried about bitches. Because the bitches that was working with him, he didn't care. Like, does that make sense? He didn't worry about bitches. The people that was working for him, he didn't worry about them. He was just strictly just money. He was strictly about business. He didn't give a fuck about the hoes around him. Now, I know a lot of you niggas, if you was an owner of a business and you had hoes working there, it would be a whole disaster. You see what I'm saying? This happening and that happening, and then it would just be bad, right? Fuck around and just have to shut down the whole business just because you was fucking with the hoes. But look, I noticed, I was like, damn, I know this nigga, he just strictly just like that. And I thought to myself, right? I was like, you know what? Cause I know he didn't have a girlfriend. So I thought to myself, like, okay, well, if this nigga not talking to hoes, he probably don't get bitches, cause he's fucking here for 12 hours a fucking day. This nigga gotta be beating his meat. This nigga has to be beating his meat, bro. There is no way that this nigga is on a full 12-hour a day grind and he's not beating his meat. And that's what, and I say that whole story to tell you, like, in order to get to that next level, or in order to get done what you got to get done throughout the day, you might have to beat your meat. Because if you don't, then throughout the whole day, all you're gonna be thinking about is hoes. And that's what I noticed about myself. I'm gonna just keep thinking about hoes all day. It don't matter if I'm at the gym, it don't matter if I'm doing something work related, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I have not beaten my meat that day, I'm gonna fucking worry about hoes. I'm not gonna be worried about money. But when I beat my meat, I'm worried about just strictly grinding. But if I don't do that, then I'm worried about, I could be even just doing anything. I could be writing something down. I'm still thinking about the hoes. See what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta beat your meat. Now I'll say this real quick, cause it is getting kind of dark. Well, not really, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to give y'all I know the audio isn't that good, so you know what I mean. I'm trying to make a better video for y'all next time. You know what I mean. I might have a special guest coming on here too. Now, it's gonna probably be a girl, and listen, she might be ugly too, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all start from somewhere. I can't just be having the bad hoes come on here. I'm not rich yet, but when I get rich, then I'm gonna have the bad hoes on here for y'all. It's gonna be the car podcast. I'm gonna be in a Tesla type shit. I'm gonna get a Tesla. I'm gonna have the hoes in the back. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little vibe. You know what I'm saying? I had the little sunroof and shit. But right now, it's probably gonna have to be just an ugly bitch. But it is what it is. I'm letting you know in advance. So next time you see something, don't be like, oh, this dude. Like, nigga, I just told you last video. Now that's on you if you didn't watch this video. But look, I noticed this one thing. It's a gift and a curse when you beat your meat, because it's like, okay, if you beat your meat, you get tired, and then you can't worry, and then you don't have a lot of energy to go get money or grind or whatever you have to do right throughout the day. But then if you don't beat your meat, then all you do is just think about pussy. Even if you are distracting yourself, because it's gonna come a point in time where you just can't hold it in. See what I'm saying? So it's like, which one do you choose? Do you choose the one where you beat your meat and you don't really have that much energy, or you don't beat your meat but you're gonna be thinking about hoes all day? Which one are you choosing? That's what I'm still trying to figure out of myself. Let me know down in the comments, because I'm trying to figure out which one do I choose. Do I choose this one or I choose this one? See what I'm saying? Now, when you do this one, you might not have a lot of energy, but you're not thinking about hoes, so you could think about other stuff. But then, if you see what I'm saying? So you really don't care at all about hoes, because you already busted. But if you do this one, it's like throughout the whole day, you're just gonna really be thinking about hoes. So which one do you choose?
Pussy ass nigga, stop me mugging. This bitch been on my dick, but that don't mean nothing. These niggas say that you hard, but that don't mean nothing. Ain't I get the money, that's the only thing that means something.